Hey y'all, today I'm going to teach you how to tie your permanent treasure beads. So the first thing you want to do is look for the yellow anchor bead and release the slip knot. Now here's my disclaimer, my nail popped off. I was tying a lot of beads that day, don't judge me. But by releasing this slip knot, it's going to give you some extra string that will allow you to move the beads up and down to adjust it to your size. Each treasure beads order comes with about 2 inches of extra beading, just in case the measurement was a little bit off. Now the first thing you want to do when you wrap it around your waist is make sure that those beads are pushed as close together as possible. If you leave any slack, what your beads will do is pinch you. They'll grab onto the fine hairs on your back and on your belly, and you don't want that. So push them close together. If you're wearing other strands, you want to put them precisely where you want them to rest and then move them just a smidge higher. This will allow them to fall exactly where you want them. In my experience, every time you tie them, they drop a little. So by starting a little higher, they'll rest exactly where you want them. You don't want them too tight. You don't want them too loose so that they'll fall off. The first step in tying them is doing a 2-strand twist, and I like to twist about 2 to 3 times. The next thing I do is drop the heaviest side, so the side with the most beads on it. I drop that in that little space between your skin and the knot that you're trying to create. Once you drop it, it'll give you a chance to just take a look at it and see if it's sitting exactly where you want it. If it isn't, then you can stop at this point, undo everything, and start all over. If it is, proceed by tying a double knot. I like to repeat this at least 2 or 3 times just to make sure that it's secure. The thing is, with permanent strands, once you tie these babies, there is no going back. So you need to make sure that you're taking your time. You need to make sure that they're sitting where you want them to sit. Otherwise, you're going to be devastated or uncomfortable. I have countless people tell me that I tied my beads too tight and I had to cut them after I had dinner because they got so tight and so uncomfortable. Now, if you're looking for that, I do recommend that you watch the space between your belly and the beads. Put a hand right between the two or have someone else help you. And that's one way to gauge whether it's tight enough for you where you're going to be able to watch it rise up or roll back down. Once you've done your 3 knots, go ahead and cut a couple of millimeters from that new knot. Roll it between your fingers to soften up the excess thread that's there, and then twirl it around so that you can see the design in the front. Your beads will move, but I guarantee you they will feel fabulous. My model looks amazing in her permanent strands. As always, treasure yourself.